distinguished guest, Vice Chancellor, and thanks for giving us this opportunity. And Madam Professor, and there's Rangaya, Sir, Guru Miranta. We will not be able to lecture much in front of you guys because I'm not a full-time professor, but I do lecture in a lot of universities in India and abroad as well. The reason, and I wanted to thank Lizzie, and I wanted to thank the Freedom of Information, RTA, and Samuel Garu, and Vijayana Reddy. Lizzie has come all the way from US. She's a French national. She represents the African diaspora and the Caribbean. And she's a single lady and very serious entrepreneur. Fashion magazine untandi, Alice Liviani. And she also works with a lot of human rights. And she's been helping a lot of African countries represented in United Nations. And she's the one who takes me to United Nations. I was deeply thrilled and touched. And second is we have Dilip here. Dilip is a friend of mine for 20 years. I will tell you why Dilip is here and we are here together. Dilip is engineer by profession, and he was doing a lot of contracts to the government. So government was failure, there was a failure in government to pay bills. So he hired so many lawyers in Supreme Court to represent him in arbitration matters. So he was so frustrated, as Madam said, and justice delayed and justice denied. So he opted for arbitration and he became a lawyer, and he's an arbitration lawyer now. Let's give a big hand to him. And and the other thing is he lived in America with us. He had his own consulting IT company, but he wanted to do something to India, so he came back. So we are very proud of him. The other thing is he also contested as a member of parliament for Vijayawada, but now he came back to serve Vijayawada. He is full-time convener for Bharatiya Janata Party for something like Varadi program, right? It's a grievance cell for BJP party. He sits there every day, talks to people who comes to him and helps them in solving the problems legally. So as Madam Jobagaru, as you rightly said, justice delayed is justice denied. So we are looking for an alternate dispute resolution. Andukane we are starting up, the reason he's here today, we are starting up an arbitration, international arbitration and mediation center in his own house. He's volunteered to give his house to start this center. Ante akkada nyayam jarugutundi ippudu. You understand what is meaning of arbitration and conciliation and mediation and telusa meeku students andarki? Yes? That's good. So he's going to be there, and we are starting today, and tomorrow we're waiting for the governor to give us an appointment. So that's what he's here. And coming back to Ravi, Ravi is, as everybody know, in Andhra, an LLB lo topper, LLM lo topper, and he is an MTech and BTech. He wanted to do something for the society. He was an officer in government, central government lo voluntarily retired. He got into law practice now, and he's helping a lot of people in getting some justice. And coming to Vivek, Vivek is our partner in Dubai. He has done his MBA in law. He runs an IT consulting. Technology, he applies law. So he just came from Dubai. Vivek is here, okay? And I wanted to thank my company director. We have 3 IT consulting companies, technology companies. So Mariam came from New York. Can you just stand up, Mariam, say hello to everybody? She's a Filipina, and we sponsored her from Philippines, and she's taking care of all the IT companies. And we also help students. We also help students who want to go abroad. If we want to go abroad, do you want to get up yourself and Abhiram, can you stand up? Abhi studied his MBA from London, came back to India to help a lot of students. So he's running about 4 or 5 education consulting companies to help students. So Nadopa travel chesta untadu. Wherever I go, whichever the university I go, he comes with me and meets all the students so that he helps students to go to right countries. So one of the girls asked me they want to pursue education. Lastly, I wanted to thank Mayor garu vacharu, and his sons are all both in London. Sir, can you get up and introduce yourself? Say hello to everybody. Tanaku media only. He came all the way to say hello to me from what is the town, sir? Manadi? Gurzala. It's everywhere. So lastly, I just want to thank our colleague Radhika. She always travels with me, and she actually comes and back and forth to US. And some juniors have also come from Mongol Prakasham. Get yourself and introduce. Enduku vachamu memandram ante get up and say hello to everybody. The reason we have come to you guys that we work as a team. We work as a team. And I'll thank you lastly, don't worry. He's my boy. And Chaitanya is here with us. He's from US. Chaitanya, can you want to say hello to everybody? He's from Nalsar. Let's give a big hand. He writes articles, writes my readings, he's taking care of my office. After his law is coming back to US and UK. The reason I came all the way, I came from New York 4 days ago. Alizi and Mariam, they were traveling. So we came all the way driving from Hyderabad in the country. First of all, I wanted to share my success story to you. Not to blow my trumpet, okay, number one. And I started offices in London. We have an office. We have an office in New York. We have an office in Texas. We have an office in Canada, Delhi, Hyderabad. 16 offices, law practice. It's very rare you see IT consulting companies, so doctors untaru gani, you don't see lawyers doing this type of work. And if I can do, you can do it too. That's what I go to a lot of law schools. I go to a lot of engineering colleges and management schools to share my story, not to blow my trumpet. Okay? And I've come to motivate you guys. Rendodi ఏంటంటే, as Sir said about the Constitution, మీకు అందరికీ తెలుసు భారత రాజ్యాంగం. Do you know what is the preamble? Do you know what is the preamble? Yes or no? What is it part of Constitution or no? Huh? Is it part of Constitution, preamble? Preamble is a part of Constitution or no? It is not part of Constitution. It is part of the Constitution, but it doesn't come into the Constitution. What is preamble?
Philosophy of the Indian Constitution.
Thank you. అంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్? వీ హ్యావ్ అడాప్టెడ్ ఇట్ ఫ్రమ్ డిఫరెంట్ కంట్రీస్, రైట్? ఫ్రమ్ స్కాట్లాండ్, ఫ్రమ్ ఫ్రాన్స్. Alice is going to touch base on what the French Revolution and where the liberty and everything came from. She's a French national, okay? We have adopted our constitution from different countries. It's a beautiful constitution. And I'm not here to give a lecture on constitution. ఎందుకంటే మీ ప్రొఫెసర్లు ఇక్కడ లెక్చరర్స్ డాక్టరేట్ చేసిన వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు. I have not come to lecture. Professor అని చెప్పు అంటే I wanted to share my wisdom, that's all, not to lecture. Why I have taken artificial intelligence అంటే I have few IT consulting companies and we help a lot of people. So most of the times మనం lawyers అంతా we are in a box. And do you know there is a lady robo lawyer in America? తెలుసా మీకు? It's an AI. It's a woman lawyer. Her name is Ross. It's a woman artificial intelligence first lady lawyer in America. She charges $500 an hour. మనకి ఎక్కడైనా స్ట్రక్ అవుతే if you subscribes to that, she will advise you. అంటే ఎందుకు? So I want you to give you a little how we're working. I mean, Mariam is helping me in my New York office. We use ChatGPT. What is ChatGPT? Do you know what is ChatGPT or no? How many of you guys know? Can you raise your hands? Okay, good. That's a good number. So we use ChatGPT. In Germany, go down there. So there are many artificial intelligence platforms. What is happening in the world? చాలా మంది అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు, why అమెరికాలో చాలా ఐటీ జాబులు తీసేస్తున్నారు అని. One of the reason is AI. ఎందుకంటే lot of these big companies, Google, Microsoft, all these companies, they're investing millions and billions of dollars in artificial intelligence. Elon Musk కూడా, because car వచ్చేసింది ఇప్పుడు, without a human being the cars are going on roads, AI. And he's coming with an aeroplane, plane. So artificial intelligence is coming in every area. ఏమంటారంటే హిస్టరీలో ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ మన దగ్గర నుంచే స్టార్ట్ అయింది అంటారు వాళ్ళు. డూ యూ నో దాట్? ఇప్పుడు పాతకాలంలో ఋషులు they were using their spiritual power, right? So that's where it came from actually. The idea came from there. Artificial intelligence. It is artificial, it is man-made. It is not by itself. And it's collection of data and they interpret that and they use it. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్, the reason I picked up this area because that's the future. A lot of lawyers are losing jobs in countries, and it is having an influence in different areas. In terms of universities also now, and it is also taking away the jobs of technology, and it is taking away the jobs in even hotels and restaurants, hospitality industry. It is taking away jobs in customer relationships. It is taking away jobs in a lot of research and medical industry also. Ippudu chala there are a lot of technological revolution in America. Doctors, surgeons, they are taking the help of robots and artificial intelligence. They are sitting in America performing surgeries all over the world. And a lot of people are losing jobs with artificial intelligence. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే it is also affecting law, our industry too. Do you understand? అంటే if you don't know, మన పాతకాలంలో I did my law in 1989. ఆ కాలంలో we never heard of even a computer or a WhatsApp or a Facebook or artificial intelligence technology. I passed in 1989. We never heard of technology. But what we need to know now if you want to survive in the world. Kada? So that's what I picked up that subject. And I write articles in that. I go and attend seminars. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే అమెరికాలో కూడా అన్ని వెస్టర్న్ కంట్రీస్లలో big companies, instead of having recent law graduates, they are having AI, softwares వస్తున్నాయి. So they don't have to take lawyers anymore. So how? I'll tell you how. For example, if you want to draft a contract, how many of you guys have done contract law? Can you raise your hand? No? Nobody has done contract law? So nobody is on second, third year? Sure.
I warmly invite our principal, Sir M. Suresh Kumar Garu, to come on to the stage and occupy the seat.
Welcome, Principal Garu. So I think I should behave because the principals and professors and vice chancellor, they aren't may behave cheyali because we're all students of law, right? So anyway, coming back to artificial intelligence, I'm not going to give you a big lecture. I know after lunch, we don't want to, barge with all this big lecture of it. I just want to share some information so that all these young students, those who want to get into law practice or even want to work as corporate counsels, or those who want to get into politics or go abroad, AI is the king now. That's the king now. That's what's happening. Let's say if you want to draft a contract or if you want to review a contract, there are hundreds of pages. Sometimes it's not possible to read hundreds of pages and pick up some points and how to draft a contract. So what happens if you scan it and put it in AI and it will tell you, it will vet the contract. If you want to draft a contract also, it does it. Sometimes even drafting a notice, sometimes writing a will. You understand what I mean? Sometimes it also helps judges also. Ippudu mana last Chief Justice Chandrachud Garu, he was educated in England and America, so he was he was emphasizing on AI. And again, if you see all the court system, now they're all getting you have to file online and cases are heard online. Munapati Madri, COVID Tarvata, you don't have to go to court many times. You can sit in your office and appear before the court. You can appear anywhere in the world now. It's happening in America, it's happening in England. So that's part of artificial intelligence too. And coming back to, for example, in the universities, the professors and students are also using AI for doing assignments. But don't copy, because AI make assignment chesiste, don't copy and give it to the professor. That is plagiarism. You know, have you heard of the word plagiarism? Yes. Plagiarism means copying, and copying means it's an offense. So you should not do it. Rewrite it. Then choose professors ko friends ke ubakandi. If you're writing articles or if you're doing anything, you can use that as a tool, AI. So what is happening now, it is also helping a lot of students in our research projects, AI. And coming back to the judges, what judges are using and litigation lawyers are using it, for example, if you put the facts of the case, because it has so much of data, it will tell you whether you have a good case or a bad case. It will tell similar facts on a case law, what was the decision by the judges in this country and even in abroad. So when you come to know that's a very weak case, then you might change your strategy as a lawyer. So it is helping the lawyers as well. Because law profession is a very cumbersome profession. You have to read and write and read and write. Lot of hours. Telugu cinema madiri undadu, law profession. You're spending 14 hours a day, 13 hours a day, 12 hours a day until you die. Okay? Chala sarlu LLB అయిపోయింది మనం చదువుకోవాల్సిన లేదు. You're starting this. So until you die, you're reading the books. Until you die, you're refreshing your, law. And you're reading nowadays now, because world has become one now. Because of technology, because of the economics, the world has become one now. Kada? Because the lawyers and judges, they're quoting British judgments, US judgments, and multiple jurisdiction judgments. So that means you should know how to do research. Students ka gani, professors ka gani, lawyers. What are the tools you have? LexisNexis, Westlaw, and there are so many platforms like that in the world. So you should know how to do research. Kada? Not like before. ఇంతకుముందు ఏంటంటే చాలామంది ట్రెడిషనల్ అడ్వకేట్స్ ఆ టైపిస్టుల మీద డిపెండెంట్ అయ్యేవాళ్ళు. కోర్టు ముందు టైపులు చేసేవాళ్ళు ఉండేవాళ్ళు. If you depend on them, you're going to fail. It's not anymore. Because a lot of engineers like Ravi and Dilip, all the engineers are studying law now. It's not just BA LLB anymore, it's BTech LLB, MTech LLB. So these guys, technology guys, they know technology. That means we need to know technology too as a lawyer. Tomorrow you're fighting us against Ravi or Dilip, they're technology savvy guys, they are smart. So if you're a BCom, BA guys or a 5 years LLB course, naku raadu ante you'll lose the case. If you lose the case, you will not get another case. And if you not get another case, you are jeopardizing your client's constitutional or all types of rights. Next time you client raru mee daggariki. So we have to be equipped with artificial intelligence, which is easy, it's not tough. Nobody's asking you to do a PhD, but at least knowing that is better, right? So it is helping lawyers tremendously, law students, judges also. Gokati, I'm sure you guys all use Amazon now. How many of you guys have Amazon account? Okay, good. You order some goods in Amazon, right? So this is a world company now. If any goods, when you buy as a consumer, how many of you guys read contract with Amazon when you subscribe, when you prescribe? We have to read a contract. Defective goods, you cannot go and sue them in consumer courts. There is a contract which says that if the goods are defective from Amazon, they have their own alternate dispute resolution mechanism. They have an arbitrator. They decided. So you have to just send your papers or send your defective goods and they make a decision and it's binding. They don't have a human being. Telsa meeku? They have an AI which is deciding. Isn't that amazing how rule making and judge making, ante manam judges chustamo, now the machines are making decisions. Isn't that incredible? This is artificial intelligence. Manamu familiarize కాకపోతే మేము ఎక్కడో విజయవాడలో ఉన్నాం, గుంటూరులో ఉన్నాం, మాకు తెలియదు, మేము అందరిలాగా పెద్ద స్కూల్స్కి వెళ్ళలేదు, మాకు తెలియదు అంటే బ్యాడ్ లక్. You have to read yourself because the professors are not going to teach you. Because they didn't teach me in my law school when I went to law school in 1989 in Symbiosis. I have taught myself. So you have to teach yourself. Okay? So the other thing is make a promise to yourself today that you'll start. There are so much of material online. And there's so many YouTube videos online. There's so much of material in artificial intelligence. Inkoka fear ఏంటంటే what are the drawbacks of it in law? Because it's a machine is making a decision, right? But human element లేదు కదా. ఇప్పుడు జడ్జి దగ్గర పోతే they see the facts of the case, the judge applies empathy, and judge applies so many factors, right? Witness credibility and evidential aspect appreciation. ఇవన్నీ కూడా machine appreciate ఏం చేయదు. It's because it's a machine, right? So that's a drawback. So you need to know what are the advantages and disadvantages. So when you know that, you'll know how to apply it, how to use it. So we've been using that in my office, and Ms. Mariam has been helping me a lot. We're doing a lot of contracts, we're doing a lot of notices, we're doing hell of a research on AI, ChatGPT. And, I think my colleague Ravi was also mentioning that even in India, there is Gemini, they use that too, and there's some paid subscription, then there's unpaid subscription. For students also, you can use unpaid for free. So what I'm trying to say, it's a great area and one has to learn. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే they're also offering AI courses in law schools in the Western countries. A lot of Western schools are also offering AI courses and data, cloud computing, cyber security. That is the future now. Inkoka vishayamo, I want you to share this. If somebody does AI master's course, they're getting paid $2.5 lakhs salary in America, 2.5 crores, and then $250,000. How much is that, Tony? $250,000. $250,000. No, 100,000 is 80 lakhs, right? So it's 2.5-3 crores salaries. So anybody who specializes in that tomorrow, you guys do AI course, you will make tons of money. Manam finally got chadukunedi to make money also, right? Of course, we have other, motives to do law so that we can help the society, protect the interest of clients and the society, and it impacts the society of a law profession. It's a great profession. That's what I was mentioning to the girls and boys in the past. And we can also make a lot of money. If you're very smart, you can make a lot of money. So coming back to AI, as I said to you, it is impacting even marketing. And if you see in technology, they're using, AI is used for even doing programs. And software programs, so 20 gantal rasedi, that AI does it in 2 hours or 1 hour. So it's using, mathematics and all the mathematics. You don't have to learn all of that, but by using it. So now, most of the companies in America, IT companies, they're firing IT employees. And they're investing money in AI. So one has to diversify. You all young students, you have a lot of time. You need to get into AI. The other thing, it is also helping a lot of marketing companies, and medical industry also is taking over a lot. ఉద్యోగాలు పోతాయి అంటే మనకు లాలో కూడా ఇప్పుడు జడ్జెస్ ఆల్సో దే ఆర్ యూజింగ్, లాయర్స్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్, సో లా స్టూడెంట్స్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్, ప్రొఫెసర్స్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్, అండ్ కార్పొరేట్ కంపెనీస్ ఆర్ యూజింగ్ ఇన్ టర్మ్స్ ఆఫ్ ఇప్పుడు వాట్ ఈస్ ది అవుట్కమ్ ఆఫ్ అ కంపెనీ అంటే వెన్ యూ టేక్ అప్ ఎ కేస్. So it also helps you to become a good lawyer. So instead of going to a library and picking up a book and reading, use it. You understand? Pathakalamlo, if you see all the courts and libraries, we used to have all these AI manuals. Not anymore, kada? Anni online ipudu. So you can use these tools, and it's a wonderful area. I don't want to give you more than this. I'm just giving you a tip of an iceberg, but there are other speakers who can talk on that. And I just wanted to share. And we are starting up, mana professor garu, principal garu adigaru, can you give some internships to our students? And madam, it's 100%. We are starting up an office here during this December. And anybody who's interested in internship, please get in touch with us. Chaitanya is with us. You can talk to him. You can send your resume. And we have interns from Africa also. Chaitanya is working with an intern from Africa. And we have interns from London as well. We have interns from Delhi as well. ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఉన్నారు ఇప్పుడు మున్పటిలాగా ఆఫీస్కి వచ్చి చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు. We give them assignments, they do it and they send us. And we go on Zoom, we talk to them. Technology, it's great. How many of us we are using technology? Zoom. And I talk to a lot of clients all over the world on Zoom. And I talk to Mr. Chaitanya, I give him assignments, he does it and he sends it to me. So any of you guys who are interested in getting in touch with us in terms of internship, please get in touch with us. We will definitely give you paid internship and unpaid internship. We also give you summer internship as well, okay? And we will train you. We will teach you how to do research, methodology. Have you heard of IRAC principle? Any of you guys know what is IRAC? You know what is IRAC means? Yes or no? Looks like nobody knows this, yeah? This is what we teach you. IRAC is a principle they teach us in law school in the West. I means issue. R means rule. A means application. C means conclusion. Isn't that beautiful? It's easy. We teach all of that. Because in the Western schools, I went to law school in London, Australia, and in England also. They teach a different methodology called Socrates methodology. If a problem comes to your office, you're not going to your senior to ask what is the solution. You have to solve the problem. That means what law applies, what rule applies, how do you conclude, what you're going to draft, where you're going to apply, where you're going to file the case, what is the remedy you're going to ask the court. This is IRAC principle. So we teach a lot of things, and we also teach a lot of methodologies, research methodologies. Come and see us. We will be happy to share our wisdom with you. And in terms of Shobhagaru Miradigaru, you said, can we associate yourself? Yes, we also work with lawyers all over the country. We have Lawyer Sama, please join us, and we can help the community. The reason I came all the way from New York to Andhra, I do come because I wanted to share my wisdom. And a lot of lawyers from Andhra, they're contacting me because their problems is an international problem out there. They're not able to handle it because if somebody is having a problem in America or England or Canada, or somebody wants to migrate to western part of the world, somebody wants to set up a company, or somebody exporters, they want to draft a contract, so they get in touch with us. So we help them. We help lawyers also. For any of your friends who wants to work with us, help us, network with us, we're happy to do that. And we also write a lot of articles, and I also come on. I have a YouTube of my own, YouTube, Kaveti Loni. Check it out. A lot of informative videos are there. I speak on different areas of law to help people. నేను చాలాసార్లు మీడియా వాళ్ళు అడుగుతుంటారు, సార్ మీరు ఇండియాకు వచ్చి యూ ఆర్ సో మచ్ ఎక్స్పోజ్డ్ ఇన్ ద మీడియా, ఆర్ యూ ఇంట్రెస్టెడ్ ఇన్ పాలిటిక్స్? నేను అమెరికన్ సిటిజన్ అమ్మా, ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎ రైట్ టు ఓట్, సో ఐ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ నో ఇంట్రెస్ట్. దిలీప్ so Dilip is an Indian, so he's going to be in politics. So he's been kind enough. He's giving us an office space to set up an international arbitration center. By international arbitration center, కోర్టు పోకుండా మనం బయట dispute settle చేసుకోవచ్చు, and mediation in our area also. So if any of you guys who are interested in working with us in arbitration center, please get in touch. And we are also starting an international free legal aid center in Dilip's office in his firm. Anybody who has problems all over Andhra, anything with domestic law, anything with the visa problems, anything with companies issues, or anybody owes any money overseas, anything anywhere in the world, please visit us. We will first give free advice to people anywhere in Andhra, and they can also get in touch with us on phones and emails. Ippadantha kuda even Instagram. You can get in touch with us. We will advise people all over the country. So that's okay. And I will not take much of your time. And it's a pleasure and honor to see you guys all. And look forward to see you guys over and over. And thank you, madam. And thank you, principal. God bless you all. Has anybody changed these laws? The answer is no. Recent present government tried to put that as a Bharat Sanhita or something. Did they try to do anything? The answer is no. They didn't do anything. They just changed some definitions, and they didn't even increase the punishment section. Kada? They must have not even changed the definitions.
No, not even the changes, the provisions, illustrations,
Nothing. And if you read all these illustrations from IPC or evidence law, even English examples. And if you see King's Bench, Queen's Bench, all those examples are all from England. మరి మన భారతదేశంలో లక్షల సంవత్సరాల నుంచి we have civilization. Don't we have examples? Are we not living? But nobody, unfortunately, there have not been many changes. So that's what many times when I go on media, that's what I say. India needs to catch up in law. India needs to catch up. We are catching them in technology. Avna? We have telephones just like in America. We have computers just like in America. If you see hospitals, they are on par with America and Western countries. A lot of technologies we are changing. But why we are not changing law? Why we are not catching up? Unfortunately, that's a problem. So Miranta would tomorrow, if one of you guys become MLAs, MPs, or ministers of law, or even judges, you have to change. Because in our country, first is law which is passed in the parliament. Parliament law pass hoti. And tomorrow you guys could be the MLAs and ministers, law ministers. You guys have to change. Second, some of you guys could become judges, High Court judges, Supreme Court judges. So second is called judgment law. So you have to change it. ప్రొఫెసర్లు ఎంతవరకు చెప్పగలుగుతారు? పుస్తకాలు ఏముంది అదే చెప్తారు కదా. What else they can say? Whatever is there, they will tell you. Because if the UGC and if the government law, if the legal system has not changed, what they can do, what anybody can do. So you guys have to do it. The burden is on you tomorrow because today's Gandhi Garu, today's child is tomorrow's father of this nation. You guys are the leaders of this country. Young Turks, young boys and girls. Okay, now? So the answer to the Vice Chancellor's question is respondeat superior. The company will be liable. Then Mali companies might say, no, we are not liable. It will go to litigation. The courts in America or in the Western world, they will have to develop some policies, some laws have to come. India, unfortunately, it's not there. So India needs a lot of catching up. In America, they're trying to do. Europe is trying to do, but it needs a lot of catching up. Because technology to part two, law to develop power. Because when you see technology is going so ahead, look at that. Elon Musk Monavelli, that astronauts were in trouble. He even sent rockets to bring her back. Okay? So the technology is so fast, and they're thinking of doing something in Mars now. So that's going so ahead. We don't know what's going to happen, but law is not moving in that direction. So as Sir said that we're not going to lose the jobs, yes, but we have to equip ourselves in other industries. So we have to get ourselves aware. Ilanti seminarlu, ilanti vaatiki vinte kaniso manamu a thought has come, okay, these people are saying konni buzzwords vintamu, let's do some research. Instead of always watching some paatalu in our cell phone and some jokes on cell phone, learn some of these things, okay? And we look forward to see you guys again. And Madam, thank you very much for inviting me. And Ramya Garu, thank you very much.